Okey-dokes. I think we're about ready to go. Let's do this. So, birthday practice today. Let's roll onto the top of your toes. And we just have a little bit of a check-in, don't we? A little bit of a check-in. Go the other way. We've made another circuit around the sun. Where are we at? Let's shake it out of your foot. And then turn circles with your toes. I think, what do they say? Have a reflect over the year, change direction, because we underestimate what we can do in a year. Pop your foot down, and overestimate what we can do in a day. That make any kind of sense? Because it definitely does to me. I'm like, I must get A, B, C, D, E, F done today. And then I'm constantly thinking, oh, I haven't got time to do D, E, and F, change direction. But if you plan it over the year, think about what you want to do, what you want to achieve, where do you want to be in a year's time? Shake it out. Then sometimes that's a more manageable thing, because then you can break it down into sections, like, where do I want to be in a month's time? Where do I want to be in 2 months or in 6 months? And then you can try to make it a more manageable goal, whatever it is that you're hoping to achieve. Okay, pop your feet together, bend the knees, and we'll circle with the knee joints. Change direction. Good. And then coming up to stand. So zip up the inner thighs, send the front of the hips forwards, roll the shoulders back, lift the center of the chest and lift the chin gently. Squeeze the back of the legs. Lift all of your toes off of your yoga mat. And then raise your arms up towards the ceiling and reach. Nice. Let's lift the heels. So put the toes down, lift the heels, reach up tall. And gently come back down. Heels down, hands down. Nice. Back to the same bent knee position. We'll turn circles with the hips. And change direction. Good. Come up to stand again. Let's lift the toes straight away. Strengthen up through the front of the legs. A little bit of movement forwards through the hips. Lengthen along the front spine. Roll the shoulders back. Open the chest. Lift the chin. And then very carefully raise the arms up. So it's a gentle reach up. Toes go down, heels goes up. Hold your steady. And then take a twist. Good. Come back. Take a twist the other way. And come back. Lovely. Hands down, heels down, and shake it out. Good job. So we're going to separate the feet into a wide position. Feel free to turn sideways on your mat. Link your fingers, bring your elbows together. Begin to roll the wrists. And we're coming down into a wide squat and back up and squeezing around the top of the thighs. Down into a squat and squeezing. Down into a squat, stay there. Do 10 little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back up. Good. Change the link of your fingers. Change the spin of the wrists. Pulse down, lower down and stand up. Squeeze. Down and squeeze. And come down, stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Stand up and squeeze, reach the arms up and then release them down. Nice. Heel toe your feet a little bit closer together. So then you can swing your arms across the front of your body. Good. When you're ready, you're going to wrap your arms. Let's take right in front of left. Give yourself a hug or wrap them into eagle arms. Take 2 or 3 circles with the tips of your elbows. And change direction. Good. Come back towards the center. Breathe into the heart space. So inhale and spread the shoulders apart. And exhale back to neutral. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Then folding down as you exhale. Remember, soft knees. Hang through the head. Take a little sway from side to side. Good. Coming back to center. Take an inhale, rise up. Lift the elbows up towards the ceiling, reach up tall. And gently release, swing it out. Nice. We're going to take left in front of right. So when that next happens again, wrap your arms up. 2 or 3 circles. Change direction. Come to center, 3 breaths. Inhale, fill the back body. And exhale. Good job. Inhale. And exhale. One more job. Inhale. And fold down as you exhale. Hang the head, lengthen the back body. Little sways. Good. And then slowly come back to center. Take an inhale, rise up. Elbows lift up towards the ceiling, reach them up, lengthen the front body. And gently release the arms and swing them out. And take the swings into a rotation, standing on the spot. And tapping the opposite shoulder. Okay. Let the arms go lower now. Let them wrap around the waist. Let them dangle like strips of spaghetti. Okay. Slow it down a little. Gradually come to a still place. And stand on the spot. Lift the tip of one ear up towards the ceiling. Go the other way, lift the tip of the ear up. Go side to side. Just gradually explore the length of the back of the sides of the neck and down into the spine. Just move at your own pace, beginning to tip the body into a side bend. Fan opening the side of the ribs. Nice. Couple more, one more on each side. Good. And then coming back towards the center. Can you get yourself a strap? Do you have one in the room? Lovely. Perfect. Open it out, take it long, similar to what we did in practice the other day. We're going to take the arms up, over and out behind. Try it a few times with the hands fairly wide apart. But if you feels too easy, narrow the space, narrow the distance between the hands. Do a couple of these in this position and then get a little bit closer. Arms out, up and over. Good job. And then one more change of position if you've got it. Just a little shimmy along the strap to make the arms a little bit closer. Let's get the shoulders working. Good, we'll do one more. Lovely. And then can you come back to center? Make sure your strap has a loop in it like this at the end. And then pop it down next to your mat. And we might use that a little bit later into the practice, okay? Let me pop this off. This is getting hot in here now. There's a massive radiator in here. And when the door's closed, it gets warm quite quickly. Okay, come towards the top of your mat, please. Just stand for a moment, rolling your shoulders back a few times, creating a bit of space. Good, and come back towards the centre. Look over one shoulder and then back. Look over the other shoulder and come back. Look down gently towards the ground. Take an inhale and look up. Exhale, look down. Let the shoulders round a little bit forwards. And then inhale, open the arms up. Imagine I've got a hold of your wrists and I'm pulling your arms backwards behind you. Good, then exhale, roll forwards, draw the navel in a little bit, round a bit deeper, a little bit lower. And then inhale, roll up. Take the arms up above your head, reach them up high, look up between your thumbs, nice big long stretch. And then slowly, gracefully come down to the ground. Gently does it. Bend the knees enough so that you take the pressure out of the back of the body. Pop the hands onto the shins, take an inhalation, and then gently walk your feet back, first time back into a plank. And we'll pop the knees down over onto the floor. We'll do a couple of circles just to get the wrists mobilized with your body weight above them. Very nice. Go both ways. If you haven't changed direction, do that now. Super stuff. And then come back to the center, take an inhale, lift your tailbone, lift your chest and chin. Drop the chest between the thumbs and then push back up. Two more of these, come down and up. Down and up, lovely. Come down, slither forwards, come into cobra, pull up the front of the chest, squeeze between the shoulder blades and squeeze the backs of the legs. Lift onto the knees and tuck your toes. Roll back to a downward facing dog and enjoy a little pedal of the back of the legs, a little stretch out of the calves. Nice. Then can you take your right foot up into the air, please? Reach up, stretch your inner thighs, and then step your right foot forwards and lower your right knee to the ground. Good job. Leave your left hand on the floor. Take your right arm all the way up and around and out behind you. And we'll do two more of those in big circles all the way up and around and then back to the front. Last one, go all the way up and around. Now this time, can you go all the way up and take a side, take a twist to the side? Lovely, good job. Raise both arms up, stay facing the right. Raise both arms up and then take them down. Lovely. Both arms go up and take them down. Now as both arms go up, lift the back knee. Come into a twisted warrior position, back leg strong, and then go down. Good job. Face forwards. Inhale, both arms can go up. Bend a little bit more deeply into the front leg, and then bow down. Step back to plank. Knees, chin, chest, or you can incorporate Chaturanga. Cobra or an upward dog if you like. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Lift to the knees, tuck the toes, roll back to another downward facing dog. Again, just take this opportunity to stretch the back line of your body. Let's take the left foot up towards the ceiling. Stretch the inner thighs. Step the left foot to the top of the mat and pop the right knee down. Arm goes forwards, up, back in a big loop. 3 of these. Coming up and opening, up and opening. Good. Last one. Come up, stay in the twist and lift the right hand. Stay turned to the left. Take the arms up and lower. Up and lower. Up and then stand up, get off the back knee. Find your warrior balance. Keep twisted, open, chest, nice. Then face forwards, both arms up and bow down. Step back to downward facing dog this time, please. And press back through the thigh bones. So we're a little bit warmer now. Hopefully we're a bit more ready for some practice. So from here, can you take your right foot up into the air again? And I'd like you to bend the knee so you can flip your dog. So you're turning your body to the right. Your left heel is heavy into the floor and your right kneecap is up towards the ceiling. Lovely. From here, can you step your right foot up towards the top of the mat? And I'd like you to take an inhalation, rise up into a balancing warrior. And then as you exhale, twist to the right and tuck the elbow to the outside of the knee. Now, if you feel too short, wiggle the back leg back so you've got a little distance and see if you can get a nice turn through the spine here. Hold it for a breath. Feel the stretch through the back of the thigh. Lovely stuff. When you're ready, we're going to take the right arm back and the left arm forwards. So we're back into this twist. Then we're facing forwards, arms up, balancing warrior. And then warrior 3 with aeroplane arms. So float off the back leg and lift the back foot up off of the floor. Hold this for 3, 2, 1. Good job. Then stride all the way to the back of the mat. Put the hands down onto the floor. Step back to a plank. Knees, chin, chest or chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. Downward facing dog, please. And roll back, press back. Good. Let's lift the left foot off of the floor. Flip the dog. So we're trying to keep the right leg strong. Light through the left leg. A turn through the body and lifting the left kneecap up towards the ceiling. Good job. Let's come back level. I'd like you to step the left foot up to the top of the mat and then rise up to balancing warrior. Inhale. Take a twist and take the elbow to the right knee. So you've got a little turn going on, more focused on the outer hip now as you rotate. Good job. And we're going to take the left hand out behind us, the right hand forwards. Lift the chest, strong legs. Good job. Then inhale, face forwards, arms up. Warrior 3, launch off the back leg. Float the back leg off the floor. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Then stride back, hands to floor, step back to plank. Knees, chin, chest or chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Nice, good job. So pop the knees down onto the floor. Just take a little bit of a rest for a moment, catch your breath. So we're just going to add little bits into the sequence now, just to make it a little bit more challenging. There's a lot with the upper body, so take it carefully and just do what you feel comfortable with doing. Slide your fingertips forwards to the top of your mat. Float up to all fours. Tuck your toes and roll back to a downward facing dog and push back with the thigh bones, hanging your head in between your arms. Very good. Take your right foot up into the air. Take an inhalation. As you exhale, bring your knee underneath you towards your nose and curl it up. Then take the foot up into the air and flip your dog. So you've got a little bit of rotation happening. Good. Now level off the hips and bring the knee underneath the body and the shoulders forward, same as you did before. Only this time, take the foot now underneath your left leg to the opposite side of the mat to about 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock on a clock face. Then spin the toes and lift your left arm off the floor and lift the hips into a wild thing variation. Good. Now come back. Lift the right foot up into the air again. Three-legged dog. You can flip your dog, which might feel nice. And then level off the hips. Bring the knee underneath the chest and towards the right wrist. And put the knee down on the floor so you're setting up for pigeon pose and take your left leg back. Good. I'd like you to raise up off of the floor. Take both arms up into the air and squeeze the hips. So you're really trying to lift this whole portion off and then bowing down. So you're going to exhale and you're folding. Inhale, rising up and really lifting the hips. So squeeze the tops of the thighs and exhale to fold. One more time. Inhale, lift and exhale. Fold. You can relax into the fold for a breath. Only now, I'd like you to bend up your back knee. So bring your back foot towards your sit bones and lift your chest. Okay, so we can do a couple of things here. You can reach back and hold onto the foot and pull the foot towards you and give your shoulder a bit of a stretch. So I've pointed my fingers down. I've got the palm resting on the top of the foot so the elbow can go up. So that's option number one. Option number two is to take your loop of your strap, put it around the foot like this. Take the strap over the shoulder, a bit like what we were doing in class on Tuesday. And then I want you to hold onto the strap with both arms behind you, both elbows up into the air, and just work on opening the chest, please. Okay. Good. Stay here. Take a couple more breaths. Oops. I was trying to take both hands a little bit lower and fell over. Okay, so last breath. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Release gently, she says. Good job. Just pop the strap over to the side. Tuck under the back toes. I'd like you to sweep your right foot up into the air. Step your right foot now up towards the top of the mat and be mean now. Let's inhale, rise up. Aeroplane pose, launch off of the back leg. This is really going to work your stabilizing muscles in your legs. And then lower your right hand to the floor, turn to the left into half moon. Hold it for 3, 2, nice strong legs, 1. Hand to floor, step back to the end of the mat. Right foot joins it. Knees, chin, chest or chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. And then neatly back in a downward facing dog and push back. Good job. Okay, we're going to do the other side. Lift your left foot up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, so curl under. Inhale, foot goes to ceiling. Bend the knee, flip your dog, look underneath. Come back level, bring knee under the chest, shoulders over the wrist. Take the foot to 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Spin the toes, lift the hips, lift the right arm. Come into your wild thing variation. We don't normally do it this way, do we? We do it with the other flip. Now come back, lifting the left foot up towards the ceiling again. And then take the left knee underneath and the knee to the back of the left wrist to set you up for pigeon. Right leg goes out behind. Okay, so lifting the chest, lifting the arms if possible, and really lifting the hips away from the floor. So use the thigh power. Now gently fold down with control. Exhale. Inhale, rising up and squeezing. Exhale, folding down. One more time. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, folding down. Good job. Coming up. Option to bend the knee and just hold the foot. Remember, you can just hold the foot to stretch through the left shoulder, so left hand onto the right foot. Or if possible, you're going to take the loop around the ball of the foot. The arms come up, so you're really working your shoulder mobility here. Find your balance, see if you can hold the strap. Doesn't matter how low down the strap you go, but just try and work on opening the chest and breathing here. Yeah. Luckily the wall is quite close. I can use it to help me balance. And I feel like I'm going to topple. So 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, hands on the floor. Walk the back leg in. Sweep left leg up to ceilings. Left leg is getting a bit, it's not gone to sleep, but it's going to feel like it needs a little bit of a re-wake. So step the left foot up to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise up, balancing warrior. Aeroplane pose, launch. Lift the back leg. Take left hand to floor, right hand to ceiling. Turn to the side, really work the inner thighs now again. Inhale. Exhale, lovely. Hand comes down, right foot strides to the back, left foot joins it. We'll come into a chaturanga or knees, chin, chest. An upward dog or a cobra. And then meet me back in a downward facing dog. And push back with the thigh bones. Very, very nice. Well done. We're going to take the right foot up into the air. Come back to pigeon, right knee to right wrist, foot goes across. Walk the back leg back if you want, or you can bend the knee and sit to the side if that's more comfortable. However, we are going to take a twist. So you're going to lower onto your left forearm and turn, maybe wrapping the right arm around the back of the body. You can see if you can touch or hold on to your right foot if you like. If you want, you can go a bit deeper by taking the left elbow to the outside of the knee, or simply taking like a prayer hand position like we did right at the beginning of the practice. Okay, so take a few breaths here. Enjoy the rotation, enjoy the deep hip stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Gently release, pop the hands under the shoulders, lift up, back to downward dog, just a brief moment. Push back. And then let's take the left knee to the back of the left wrist. Set up for the same thing. Feel free to modify or use a block underneath the hip. You're either bringing the forearm to the floor and just turning to the left. Maybe the left hand goes around the back of the waist and you hold on or look for the toes and reach for the foot. You could use your strap. Or you're going to take the elbow to the outside of the knee and create a little prayer twist to get deeper. Take a couple more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. One more breath. And then we'll release. Come back, plant hands, step back to downward facing dog. Nice big push back. One more time. Hang the head. Feel the lovely spaces that you put into your body. And then we'll pop both knees down to the ground. And we'll untuck and come onto the back of the body. And I'd like you to maybe hold onto your feet for a happy baby finish. Let your head be heavy, knees be wide. And if this isn't quite comfortable, you can bring the soles of the feet together like you've got namaste feet and gently draw the feet in towards you. Take one or two more breaths here. And then can you pop your feet down onto the mat? Keep the knees bent and let the knees rock from side to side a couple of times. Before coming to center and sliding the feet away from you towards the end of your mat and offering yourself this moment for stillness. So this is a poem, especially for you as it's your birthday. And it's called A Morning Offering. It's by John O'Donoghue. He was an Irish priest. Wrote the most beautiful poetry. I bless the night that nourished my heart, to set the ghosts of longing free into the flow and figure of dream that went to harvest from the dark, bread for the hunger no one sees. All that is eternal in me welcomes the wonder of this day, the field of brightness it creates, offering time for each thing to arise and illuminate. I place on the altar of dawn the quiet loyalty of breath, the tent of thought where I shelter and all beauty drawn to the eye. May my mind come alive today to the invisible geography that invites me to new frontiers, to break the dead shell of yesterdays, to risk being disturbed and changed. May I have the courage today to live the life that I would love, to postpone my dream no longer, but do at last what I came here for, and waste my heart on fear no more. All right, I'd like you to have a wiggle of your fingers and your toes. Invite a stretch into your body any way that feels good. And then when you're ready, you can gather your knees in towards you. Take a little rock from side to side or up and down if you prefer. And then when you are ready, roll to the side and gently come around and up into a seat, please. Perfect, welcome back. Let's finish the practice together, hands out to the sides. On an inhalation, raise the arms up above your head. Reach up. Hands come down to the heart in this gesture of gratitude for our practice and everything that it gives to us. Have the most wonderful day. Namaste to you. Good job, well done.